Today we're talking weddings, love, friendship, and happiness, all in today's episode of...
Robot! Sidekick! Ready! Go!
Welcome, everybody, to Robot Sidekick. Jamal, were you impressed by that?
What is that?
That was our intro
Is that
song.
random?
No, that was our intro song.
That's our intro song.
Okay.
Did you not hear it?
Sounds
I
like
did.
really legit.
So the name of the show is Robot Sidekick. You want to play it one more time?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Sounds like
It's been a while since I've been on.
Oh, wait,
no.
no, we can't do that. Hold on.
Casey Reed. You know Casey?
Robot! Sidekick! Ready! Go!
Casey Reed, our good friend, wrote us that song.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, isn't that
Also
good?
I like
performed
it.
it.
Sounds
Yeah, also,
like
yeah, he-
super legit.
Yeah.
Oh, just because it is. Welcome to Robot Sidekick, the legit, super legit podcast.
Real, guys.
I am one of your hosts, JC Carlson. Follow me, as always, Brian Rudzinski.
Hey, guys.
And today we have two very special guests. We like to call them roommates. And we'll get to them here soon. But first, let's introduce our first guest and roommate, Modreza. Modreza, everyone.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Momo.
Yo, glad to be here. It's been my dream.
To be on the podcast
I finally made it, I feel.
that you didn't
made
know
it
how
big time.
to...
You made it
Michael
big.
Jackson, this is it.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Momo.
Well, thank you, man. I'm glad you had me on here. You know, big fan. Let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
Let's fuck shit up.
And also,
Rated R right off the bat.
yeah, explicit tag
We
right
went
there.
left.
Also with us today, also a roommate, current ex-girlfriend, Jessica Stolting.
Carlson.
Not yet. Jessica, everyone. Yay!
Wait, why not yet? Like, I thought this shit was real.
Technically, legally, you have to fill out some paperwork and stuff. I mean, I could-
The docs and the holiday.
And they're deciding whether they want to be married.
yeah, there's still time for annulment.
there's still time to
Oh.
have Dave not send that, right?
Oh, okay. So they have to file it and all that
Exactly.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's official.
It's real.
It might be official.
Do you get like a letter or does
Did
something
you
come
do
in
a
the
name change already?
No. But I'm going to use this service where you pay like $60.
I thought you meant the podcast. I'm going to use this service to announce to the world
No,
I am now.
I don't remember
My
the name of
social
it,
is-
or I would give it a plug, but I really don't remember the name of it without looking at my phone. You pay like $60. You give them a photocopy of your marriage license, and then you fill out a few really quick things, and they take care of everything for you.
And your identity gets stolen.
Yeah.
And now some
No,
dude
no.
from Russia is Yitka.
No, I think it's a little more legit.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Jessica, you are now married.
Yes, to you.
To me, you guys. I did it.
Yay.
How does
We
it feel
got
to
married.
no longer be JC's girlfriend?
I've been his girlfriend for so long. I feel like
You've been my girlfriend for 6 years and then a fiance for 1.5.
That's true. It was
Yeah.
a while since you've been his girlfriend. It's been fiance
yeah,
for a
I was
while.
fiance. Even today, we went to the furniture store today, and talking to the guy, I said, "Oh, well, I don't know where my fiance is. Give me 1 second." And I called and was like, "Oh, wait, he's not my fiance anymore." I should
See,
call him."
I'm impressed that you even said fiance because it took. I don't ever think I might have used it a couple times where I like caught myself like, well, no, wait, she's not my girlfriend, she's my fiance. But
Right. I mean, whenever I tell people about you guys, I always refer to you guys as like, him and his wife.
yeah,
Oh, you do?
Yeah, because
before.
So it's like I have
It's-
legit wife status.
yeah, because like I felt like it's just easier to say that shit, you know,
yeah.
than explain. Well, you know, this is a girlfriend. They're together. But,
They live
you know,
together.
blah,
They're
blah,
about to get married.
They bought a house, you know,
Yeah.
I live in
They
it.
love each other and all
blah.
that
Yeah,
bullshit.
so I just say it and it's easier. They're like, oh, nice, they're married.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But guys, we're coming off exactly 1 week off of the wedding.
Oh, yeah, it has been exactly 1 week.
It's our 1 week anniversary, baby.
Ooh.
I love you
Damn.
so
No regrets.
much.
No regrets.
None?
For the wedding, no. That was awesome.
Yeah,
was
that
amazing.
that went great.
This
yeah.
will probably be coming out maybe a month after the wedding, maybe even a little longer. But right now, it's only a week fresh. So we're gonna kind of talk about the wedding, you guys. Did you guys have fun?
I had a
Yeah,
blast.
you guys were guests as well as part of the wedding party. So.
I wouldn't kind of classify them as guests. We put them to work. That's
They
for
were
sure.
like VIP, but working.
I mean, it was worth it because I got to go up to the bar and just get drinks. Ahead
Is
of
this for the
everybody.
groom?
Yep. I was just like, Look at the bow tie.
It was really, really nice having everybody do pretty much anything that I asked. I don't think I'm ever going to get that in my life. Do you need anything? Are you sure? Do you want something?
Now
I don't get that ever.
You did just get married. That's what JC's for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like everybody. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you want something to eat? Do you want something to drink? Can I get you anything? What are you doing?
Wow.
It's like,
I wasn't like
whoa.
that, was I?
Everybody wanted to make sure that I was not like losing it, and they were. I could have asked, I think, oh, go get me a coffee from Starbucks, and I think someone would have gone. I didn't because I'm not like that, but.
Now, as the best man before the wedding, there were several times where I was just like, "You all right, JC? Everything good? Like anything?" And then he was just like, "No, I'm fine. Like, what are you talking about?"
Leave me the fuck alone.
At one point, I think I shined his shoes.
He did shine my
Yeah,
Did you
I
really?
I was like, oh man, let me get those shoes.
Well, because
I
we
was
took
just
those,
like,
we took
They're
those
not
pictures and they made us.
Yeah, we
stand
took pictures out in the
grass.
grass, and the shoes got a little scuffed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't ask for you.
No, I wanted
You were
to. I was
like-
just like, it's his day. I want him to look fresh. Let's do this.
You know, one thing that JC didn't get to see, he actually didn't see the heels that I wore for the wedding. They're actually in the closet behind you, but you didn't get to see them under my dress. You saw the sneakers that I changed into, but you did not see the heels.
This is just like another thing that women care about that men don't at all.
Oh, they matched the dress. They were so pretty.
Oh, look
They
at
had
that, you
bows
guys.
on.
You did look beautiful.
Thank
Oh.
It was sweet.
Is it weird that I don't want to have my dress preserved because I do want to occasionally put it back on and just like walk around in it?
Okay, so guys, isn't that a weird thing? They preserve their dress like it's a mummy, basically.
I mean,
after it's all
we
over.
rented our stuff. We're never gonna wear it again. Like,
I mean, we could
and
on
we
the
could go
off
back.
chance.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to wear that dress again. But the problem is when you preserve it, they clean it and they try to get out as many of the grossness as possible. And then they preserve it and they put it in a box so that if you ever want to use it down the road or have like a daughter or granddaughter or someone use your dress, it's not stained. It doesn't get,
Yeah, do it.
you know, like some that
Why
they
not?
change colors or they just get
Well-
mothballs or whatever they're called. It preserves it in a nice like sealed box where you can display it. So it'll display like the bodice of the dress. But I don't know if I want to do that because I kind of want to wear it.
It also seems weird because what do you just have like a room where you just have a dress in a
Yeah, I'd
glass
probably
case?
I'd probably put it up in the closet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one day you want to renew your vows and be like, let's do this, again.
Party times 2 again.
Yeah,
and then
2026. Yeah.
I want to
go to the gym for
It was
like
so
a
much
year
fun.
beforehand.
Yeah, seriously.
I could see why people have like
Re-weddings.
re-weddings. It
Yeah.
is so much fun.
It's fun.
We had, I think that was the benefit of our weddings. We had a lot of fun. It was
Oh, it
very
was great.
carefree, simple, easy.
You guys did a great job of planning everything out, and you got everything because you guys weren't really stressing at all.
No.
Up until the wedding. Like,
Everybody kept, "Are you okay? Are you nervous?" I'm like, "I'm not."
Dude, I'm pretty sure you two were more nervous than I was.
I think everybody else was more nervous for
trust
us.
me, I was.
Your mom, JC, was like, "Everything must be perfect."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it'll be fine.
By the way, your mom's so cool, man. I'm just
Thanks,
saying.
guys.
Yeah, she made so many awesome things.
You
for them.
you got dirty sandwiched.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, man. Your mom, she surprised me.
So-
Did you hear the story?
I'm sure we're going to hear it now. But just for those that don't know, Mo, what is the dirty sandwich?
Well, it's basically when you get obliterated
Oh,
drunk,
okay. Yep, that's true.
and you go and you have a partner, and you go and dirty sandwich is basically one person goes on the rear end and one person goes on the front end.
Dirty.
And then you just dirty grind and like
Surprise.
You get the party
Surprise.
going for whoever that victim is.
And then
From the
you-
front and the back.
front and the back, and you just dance all weird, and
there's no escaping.
And there's no escaping, and then the person in the middle feels like awkward. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm getting
Oh,
a dirty
no,
sandwich!" No,
Or if you're like our photographer, she loved it.
Oh,
dude, she got like,
She was like, "Yeah, I'm into this." She was awesome.
dude, she was cool.
You could tell she enjoys weddings.
Yeah, but
She seemed like a cool person for sure.
Ivy's the bomb. Our photographer, let's give a little quick plug.
Oh.
Her name is Ivy. She is the chick pick.
Pick chick.
pick
The
chick.
pick and the chicken. The
The
pick
pick
chick
chick photography.
photography. If you're in
Nebraska.
Nebraska and you're listening to this podcast, first of all, glad we're finally reaching
Yeah.
that
Wait.
target audience.
did she come out here from Nebraska?
Yeah, just
So she when
the
we
fuck
booked
outta here.
when we booked her, because we booked people like 16 months 15 months in advance. When we booked her, she was still living here. A couple months after we booked her and signed a contract, gave her a deposit, she said, "Hey, my husband got a really good opportunity. We're moving to Nebraska. You guys are going to be
Peace,
my
bitch."
last wedding. I already bought my plane ticket." She bought them like a year in advance. "I already bought my plane tickets, but you guys are going to be my last Arizona wedding. because I'm moving to Nebraska.
Wow.
So she still fulfilled her contract with us and flew out here and everything.
No way.
Yeah.
bummed.
She's
Yeah,
So
super nice.
she's super committed, but she did an amazing job.
And she did her. So the Pick Chick, you can find her on Facebook. You can find her on Instagram. She does really good work. Check out her stuff. Give her some likes. Give her some shares. Spread the love, people. Spread the love. But yeah, she was a lot of fun. So, but you're saying that my mom dirty sandwiched you?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
First, I had, one of the bridesmaids was like, hey, you should dirty sandwich. We should go dirty sandwich JC's mom. I was like, no. I was like,
But you have to remember, we were all hanging out in the morning, so everybody got super close.
Yeah.
And
Also super drunk.
Yeah.
well, and
Very.
also your mom and Shayna clicked, they were lost soulmates. Although I think everybody clicks with Shayna like they're lost soulmates.
Yeah.
she's just such a bubbly, happy person.
Yeah. Shayna was just like,
We pick our friends wisely, guys.
It's almost like you had people there that were cool and that you like.
Something like that, yeah, I guess.
yeah, she was peer pressuring me into it. She was like, come on, don't be a bitch. Let's do it. I'm like, all right. So we go and we dirty sandwich JC's mom, and she's like, oh my God, no. But then I'm minding my own business. This is like half an hour later. I'm drinking a beer on the dance floor, and all of a sudden, JC's mom and Ray, her husband, they come and dirty sandwich me. And I'm like,
started a
oh my
chain
God.
reaction.
Yeah, and
Just everybody doing it.
everybody was just
Yeah,
getting
there's a lot of dirty sandwiches.
The photo booth pictures, JC, of your mom and Shayna are hysterical.
Oh, I'm
They
sure.
look like they were having a blast.
That's good. I'm glad.
I didn't take a single picture in there.
I took
you
one
suck.
only because
I know.
Jessica was like, "We need to take thank you pictures.
Hey,
Let's go."
I didn't say thank you. I just said we need to go at least once.
I stuck my head into one and photobombed somebody. That was.
I think
better.
she would have. I think she would have pulled us over had we not done it, because they gave us an album with all the pictures in it. She made the front album cover us.
I was too busy just having fun.
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
I would say
Open bar?
We were
I mean, you can't go wrong
surprised.
there.
We were surprised how much people were actually dancing and partying up the whole
I think
night.
the DJ did a great job getting it started. Didn't he play Sweet Caroline first?
Sweet Caroline was
In the
like
circle?
Well, I mean, that was
That
the
was
big
l-
one to get everybody out on the.
Oh yeah,
dance
that was
floor.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't that the one where he was like, everybody in the circle, raise your hands, and we're doing the thing?
And from there, I don't think there wasn't a part where people weren't dancing.
Well, because I feel like at first, if the DJ says, everybody stand up and get in a circle, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
That's what it
Shit,
says.
here it goes.
Damn.
There's a lot of group participation, which was really good.
Now we got to take some note of that, JC,
Yeah.
because we're going to be DJing a wedding here pretty soon.
What?
In like less than a month. Yeah.
That's crazy.
What does that mean? How does that work?
I mean, we're
Your
gonna have
guess
to.
is as good as ours.
What,
Our friends, unfortunately, they're our friends, so they're trusting us with this task of DJing and emceeing their wedding. So,
I trust you guys.
I mean, I'm glad that
I mean,
glad that people have such high expectations of us, because that means we've done stuff in the past and done a good job.
you have a great announcer voice.
I mean, our DJ didn't have a great announcer voice, but he
No.
had a good presence
Yeah.
about him.
I'm going to leave most of the announcing to you.
He
and
was
I'm
a
gonna go
great
play.
guy, everyone, and I want everyone out here on the dance floor for
You don't have to sound like you're...
That was exactly like
That was pretty good.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I've never tried it before, but that was pretty decent. His name is Jeff, and he has his own company called Rock Around the Clock DJ, right? Yeah, that's
Rock
right.
Around the Clock Entertainment.
This is just going to be plugging
Plugging
all
all of our
everyone.
vendors, because they did such an amazing job.
Villa Sienna, which did you guys like the place? I know, Mo, that was your first time
So
there.
ugly.
I
Oh
was
my
I was telling Brian, I'm like, dude, do you think it's weird if I get married here, man? Like, this shit is tight.
Hell no, that'd be awesome.
No,
we get to do
not
that
at
shit
all.
twice. That'd be
Let's go there
awesome.
again. Everyone was saying it was very fairy tale-esque, very like a castle.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
gosh.
big poofy dress that I was wearing, and just the ambiance.
Oh, we all.
Oh, it'd be so good for a murder mystery.
You know, the
Oh.
one thing I noticed though, JC, we spent all that time wondering what the uplighting was going to look like. I don't remember seeing it at all.
It was the amber uplights on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so
looked
you
good.
saw it.
I
was not
saw it
paying
because
attention.
that's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
I did not remember.
They were
looked good.
They were little square lights like that.
Yeah.
I was really excited about the flowers.
Saying like that is good for a podcast.
Yeah, it's about like that.
I got choked up a little bit, honestly.
No,
no. Like, whenever we're standing there and then Jess is reading her, like, what is it called? Vows.
Vows.
Yeah, the vows.
Vows. When you guys are exchanging vows, and then she's got a little, she's got a little froggy in her.
I thought I was going to be
throat.
bawling.
Yeah,
no
she's
joke.
like
I thought I was
holding
going to
back
lose
tears,
it, and I was.
And I was about to
tissued.
lose it for you.
Yeah.
I had tissues in my pocket. I was so ready to just like, hang on 1 second and cry.
I didn't
Like,
think I was, and I
I-
didn't.
I was
but I
prepared.
didn't.
You were about to. I saw
got
you.
choked up
I
at
saw
one
you
point.
had
I
that
was like,
pink. You had the
ooh.
pink nose going. It was like
Apparently afterward, my chest was all like red and my face was really red. And it was
Yeah.
like the time where you like touch it and it turns white.
Yeah.
I was...
It's called a
like,
sunburn.
I think it was like, you know when you blush? It was like that, but it was from my forehead to...
You were embarrassed. It's cute.
Oh.
I don't know.
No.
My heart was beating really fast. I was nervous.
you should have seen the audience. They were so
Yeah.
engaged. Like they were like, damn. The eyes
Dave
were
did
open.
such a good job with the
Yeah.
call
The-
and response valve from the audience. Oh,
That was
I'd never
awesome.
seen that before. He did a good... I'm not sure where he found that. Probably YouTube.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
I
Yeah,
still-
he had everyone in attendance to give vows to us, which was very unique and also very touching. So that was really cute. And he saved face on one moment where we had 2 balloons for a balloon release ceremony, like you would see in a candle or a sand ceremony, whatever that lame ass stuff is. And
We had to be unique and do balloons.
yeah, so we did balloons and we put sunflower seeds and we were going to let them go and they were going to fly away and then the seeds would be planted somewhere, symbol of our love and unity, blah, blah, blah. And as they're bringing the balloons out, my brother had one and it just nicked a bush and it just loud as boom. And it was
Because
crazy.
they were big balloons.
It sounded
were
like
huge.
a
They
car
were the
backfired.
huge.
Like-
No, yeah.
These were not regular party balloons. These were jumbo. I will like.
And it's like what you,
swallow
yeah,
the whole
and it's like what
balloons.
you said with like a car backfiring. I didn't see the balloon.
I saw it pop.
Dave didn't see the balloon pop. All we heard was the sound, and I felt stuff hit me in the face. The seeds flew and like hit me, and I was just like,
Oh no!
"Holy shit! Did something just explode in the parking lot? What was that?" And then everyone, starts laughing, and Dave, he was giving the speech. He's like, "And as these 2 balloons," and you just hear, and he goes, "This 1 balloon."
No, he said as 2 now
Yeah,
becomes
it's 2
one.
now becomes 1.
played it off
Symbolizes
so
it.
well.
It was. I mean, it helps that he has the improv back.
Yeah. He just, it went perfectly, and people were even asking, "Did you guys plan that?" And we were like, "No."
No, that was a mistake. They were supposed to be.
That was actually the one part that got me choked up a little. Is when the balloon was floating
Oh,
away
floating
and
away.
the music was playing.
and the
I was
up,
like, oh.
the up
Yeah, we
theme
had
song
Up
was
playing.
playing.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, we chose. I feel like that was one of our strong suits. We chose
Everyone-
music for certain moments.
Everyone said, "Oh, I want the soundtrack to your ceremony."
Yeah, we had the soundtrack that I worked really hard on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got choked up. I got choked up during my vows too. But
Yeah.
even when I was like taking out my vows, I dropped them because I couldn't get them open because I had folded a piece of paper. And it was just stuck together because it was brand new paper. And I was like, oh, and then I dropped it and Dave went down to pick it up and I took the mic and I hit him on the back of the head. I was just like, I mean, it was fun. It was a goofy time, but it was kind of what we wanted. Very lighthearted.
All I remember thinking, not all I remember, but when you were reading your vows, was that I was just thinking JC was like, she said we were going to do short vows. What the fuck?
I know. Didn't I tell you though?
They weren't that long, were they?
They weren't. I wouldn't consider them short though. They
Yeah,
were.
they were
It was
They were half a page.
It was beautiful and it was great. And I was just all
But
I was thinking the
even
whole time
before
was
that, I was
I'm
like-
oh, JC didn't.
Even before
didn't
this, I was
prepare
like,
this
she
much.
said short vows, so I'm doing like 4 sentences. Like, I love you.
I told you I was doing,
Here
like,
are my
3
vows, and it was short and sweet. And then like, yeah, you had a speech, and I was just like, ah,
That's all. I was standing back there and I'm like, JC's gonna be
I
pissed right
couldn't.
now.
I couldn't confine my love.
that's not true. You just love to talk in front of crowds.
Hey, I did a good job reading it. I thought I was going to.
No, you did great. You did great.
I thought I was just going to.
Both of you did a wonderful job.
You
It was
cried. You
fantastic.
cried walking out though. You were already crying. So.
Oh yeah, I was.
You were crying before that too.
Well, that's because my dad was.
No, you did
being
first
super
when we did
sweet.
first looks. You started crying.
I cry at everything.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tom.
Shout out to Tom.
Shout out to Tom.
He withstood
You can look him
our
look him up on tom.com.
Tom.com.
No.
Tom was such a good sport.
He's the
man.
guy who does the shoes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom's.
No, Tom is my father-in-law now,
My
but
dad.
he had to weather hanging out with a bunch of testosterone macho guys on a party bus listening to like Drake and Kanye
Now you
and
say macho.
big booty bitches and stuff, and he was just
Oh
sitting there
no,
like,
are you
Yeah,
kidding?
yeah. I was expecting him to be like, yo, we need to turn this off or whatever. But
Well, I mean, he's
we're
in
putting
his
the
60s.
dirtiest. We're putting the dirtiest music on there, like hip
I know,
hop
I
rap.
He
was
was
sitting there like,
so
oh,
excited.
man.
He's like, I haven't hung out with the boys in such a long time.
I think he won't
was
do
so
it ever
cute.
again.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
probably
no.
not. I mean, it was an experience.
He was reading
Yeah,
the
it
New
was
York.
fun. He had
He was
fun.
reading the New York Times
I bet.
Yeah.
on the bus while we're
While
playing,
we were like
grinding
pussy,
on a-
pussy.
yeah, it's like pussy,
grinding
pussy.
on a
God.
pole on the
Yeah.
bus. Like,
Oh, Dad, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that
It was
happened.
I
was
did
funny,
not
though.
know. I told you to take care of him, not like
No,
No,
I
but he
mean,
was
we had
cool.
fun. Yeah,
So, so JC's dad like left him hanging. He was like, "All right, I'm going back to
yeah, that was fun. So I'm going back. See ya.
really.
Yeah, but he had stuff to do. to
He
get
wasn't
ready for the
getting a
wedding.
shave or anything either.
Well, and then I left something at home, and I was like, oh no, I left something at your mom's house. My underskirt to my dress,
Yeah.
which prevented it from getting caught in between my legs, which happens when you wear a big ball gown. And so when we were doing our first look and pictures and everything, it kept catching. And I was like, oh, I need this. I can't be walking down the aisle and like tripping.
I need this.
So he had to run back and get it, which I think added to the stress.
No, yeah, he
But
was
good thing our venue was so close to the house.
yeah, it's literally what like a
fine. Not even half a mile.
Not even a mile. It's less than a mile.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'd do it all over again. I think a lot of people would say I'd never do that again. Or
Waste of money. Why
Yeah.
did you waste all that money on one day? Oh, it was so much fun.
I mean, it was a lot of money.
it was a lot of money. But no, I mean,
But we had the means to do it. We didn't go like crazy out
we
of
still
our
have
budget.
tons of leftover booze. Which
We
is
do.
Great.
Speaking of which, even if this is released like a month from now,
We're
we're
probably
still
gonna
open to have
leftover
some
booze.
parties.
So I
Yeah.
counted. We have 20 bottles of wine.
Nice.
We have 5 handles of liquor, like the
Okay.
1.75 liters.
Yeah, yeah.
Half a thing of gin. And
you
then
didn't
we
have to
have
add that part in, but okay.
We'll just
Well-
give that to Heather.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody was going to drink it, but it's almost gone. So, and then 2 boxes of beer.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Dude,
I talked to several people and they're like, "Yeah, I'm having a gin and tonic," and I'm like, "Wow, I'm
Yeah,
happy."
that is not
Yeah.
one that we did not think that was going to be.
But-
we didn't even get a large bottle of that, and there was still some left.
Oh yeah, we did a good job getting what we got.
Guess,
no
guess how
one
much?
drank tequila.
No. Well. Big
Well,
surprise.
I thought someone was going to have a margarita.
right?
Nothing says happy wedding like a
Margarita. Yeah. Jeez.
Nothing says happy wedding like an open bar, and I'm really shocked at how much we have left.
I agree because everybody was drinking like
A
all night.
lot.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, no one was. I wasn't really drinking a whole lot.
I was.
I didn't. Yeah.
I was too busy to be drinking.
Well, no, I mean, and that's good because you guys should remember. I mean, not that I don't remember it, but you know what I mean.
you should be cognizant of what's happening.
You guys had an after party.
Yes, we did.
Did.
How was that?
Mo went to sleep.
Well,
Mo went to sleep around like 1:30 probably.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you led me to believe that the after party was going. You were just like, peace, guys.
Well, a little bit. Like I went to bed, but I did stick around a little bit. I was really faded, but yeah.
I mean, it was a long day.
yeah, it was.
Mo pieced out right around the time that King's Cup started up. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a
that was
good
my
time
cue.
to that's
He
a
was
good time
like,
to jet.
I was
No.
like, oh no, let's leave. Abort.
But yeah, there were good probably 20 people here, something like that.
Yeah.
Again, very convenient that the wedding was so
Yep.
close. You guys all took the party bus back, right?
Pretty much. There were a couple, I think like Bobby and a few other people
Drove back.
because they went to the store and bought some beers.
I hope everybody was safe.
Oh,
Your
I'm sure
mom
they
was
were.
like, "Why didn't you tell me you were having an after party? I would have just sent you home with all the beer and all the leftover liquor." And I was like,
Yeah, she would have come to
Oh.
party.
Surprisingly, we have a lot here already.
"No, yeah, exactly. That's why I wasn't worried about it." I was like, "I don't know. We'll figure it out. I got enough booze."
It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks for being a part of it, guys.
yeah.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
having us. Really.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a lot of planning.
Yeah.
17 months of work right there.
I'm glad
Yeah.
like it was fun. It was like a fun, long project. That was
Yeah.
fun, but
It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad I can start
doing all
using
of
my money to go towards things like I'm like, yeah, let's just buy this random thing I don't need.
it. Like buying the rug today. I was like, oh, we've been talking about getting this rug for
3
two,
years,
2
yeah.
years.
Stupid rug.
I wanted it. It's very soft.
That's why the wedding went so well, is because you guys planned it so well. Like, I remember you guys were talking about spreadsheets and shit in the car. You're like, yeah, she wasn't on the fucking spreadsheet. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, you guys did Excel
And
for
then they
this
didn't
shit?
even
Oh,
come.
yeah.
And then they didn't even come anyway. So you know what? It didn't wind up mattering that I had 3 spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Like probably the
One person's name did not end up on the spreadsheet.
How many people didn't show up? Was it just the one?
3.
I want to say
3.
like 3 people.
That's-
didn't
Three
show
people
up.
didn't
That's
show up.
not bad though.
No, yeah, that was really. And
Wait.
but we
No.
had 2 over than what we expected we were going to have, so it kind of.
But I mean, we had to pay.
Oh no, I
We had to
understand
pay
that.
for those 3 people that didn't show up. By the way,
I understand that sucks, but I mean,
You know who you are.
I mean, just in general,
coming
that's
for you.
not bad.
No, it's really good.
I think we had really good turnout.
Yeah.
I'm just
Didn't you, Brian? You've worked a lot of weddings because of where you work, and we won't say where, but you work in a hotel,
Yeah,
like
I work
AV.
in the audiovisual industry.
See,
and
So you work a lot of weddings,
Set
and
up
you've seen a
weddings,
lot, which means you've seen a lot of
Weddings.
gone wrong.
I've seen a few.
Yeah. There was one in particular. Didn't you just say that like nobody showed up?
Well, no, there's been a few where it's about like they set out, a certain number of chairs of people that they're expecting.
Let's say 100.
And like at your wedding, it was pretty much full. Like there was
yeah.
everybody, all the seats were filled, from what I remember seeing.
there were a couple in the we had a reserved row for like
Yeah, my parents didn't sit up there because it was partially
know.
because of I told
The
them
babies.
the kids they wanted.
yeah.
To
I
be
figured.
with
they
them
didn't
and
want the
everything,
kids.
so.
Oh, okay.
No, and the kids wanted to be with them and
Yeah,
stuff,
that's fine.
so. But yeah, but yours was
Table-wise.
pretty much all full.
Yeah.
And the some of the weddings I worked, it's right around time, and they're just like stalling because it's maybe half full at most.
Oh, no.
And you're just like, did you not like get RSVPs or what's the deal here? Like, so that's always fun.
Yeah. I really wanted it to start right at 4:30, but apparently you have to wait till everybody shows up, so it didn't start right at it started like 10 minutes later.
Which is fine.
Yeah, but I really wanted to
I
keep, like,
think it was my sister was saying something about like on thing it was saying that you have to be there at 4:30 because the bride is very very prompt and wants to have
I
everything
put
be
that
on
on the
time
website.
and and she
I
was
didn't want anybody to
she's
be
like,
late.
is that like an inside joke or something?
No,
Or is
I
this-
really wanted it to start on time. That's
It's a
one thing
joke
that I
she-
wanted.
the whole joke is she wanted it to start
Yeah.
on time.
I do. I really like things starting when they're supposed to. If it says 4:30, start at 4:30. Don't start at 5.
There was, speaking of that, there was one wedding where the bride was the one who was super late.
Yeah.
But I feel like that happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens, but not for the reasons that I'm about to tell you.
By late, you mean she was on her period.
Yeah, she had a baby.
A baby.
What?
Shotgun
Where?
wedding.
She was about 9 months late. No, so basically there was one wedding where the bride, like pretty much most weddings happen, yours was a little earlier than most
Yeah.
actually. Most of them usually happen right at sunset, like a little
6.
bit before. And so if you're late, it's kind of a problem. So
because you lose the light, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
but anyway, so this they had like a beautiful ceremony all ready to go. They had videographers there ready to tape it, and lighting is very important for that. So this bride was late, very late. They couldn't get a hold of her. They weren't sure where she was. Finally got a hold of her. She was showing up, and it turns out she was the night before they had been out partying,
Never do that.
and she was in the hospital because she got
Alcohol poisoning.
she mixed alcohol with the pills that she was on,
Oh, no.
and
Well, then she's an idiot.
yeah, so
She
anyway,
deserves to have her wedding ruined.
she had a wedding in the dark. She was still obviously drunk and on whatever pills she was on, and she just like freestyled her vows, and they were
Hysterical.
yes, I want a copy of that tape. I'm not gonna lie, like,
I
it was
promise
hilarious.
to never do this again. I mean,
Wow. You got to feel like shit if you're like the groom. You're like, wow, she had to take
Yeah.
drugs to be here.
She was way younger than he was.
Oh no.
Like it was one of those.
So maybe it was like, I don't
situations.
want to remember my wedding because I'm making a bad decision. So
Oh,
I'm going to
she-
drink so I don't remember what's happening.
I would
Sounds
be
right.
shocked if they're still together.
Super shocked.
Yeah, and this was like
That is
Gosh.
the antithesis of what I did the night before. I took a bubble bath.
I think I did too, actually.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, I told you that. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Party
a
hard.
bath. A little lavender in there.
well, you took a bath and then we podcasted.
Then we podcast till about 1 a.m.
I mean, I have to. Your mom did make me a Bloody Mary.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She makes really good Bloody Marys.
Brian got me a beer.
or two.
And then I watched a Disney movie, Ratatouille.
Aw.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's not the
choice.
one I would
yeah,
pick,
Yeah,
but-
okay, yeah.
I mean, it was
fine.
on TV, and I just stopped changing channels. I was like, I'll watch this. This is fine.
It's a good ass
The Hobbit was also on, but I didn't want to watch that.
Love that Ratatouille.
Hey, it's cute.
We were talking about this before the podcast, but I love your voice, Mo.
It's so smooth.
I love your voice, man. I really love it.
Can't be true.
I think you missed your calling to be like in
Radio.
Radio or something like what is it? The
You're
voiceovers
saying-
on commercials.
Sorry, bro. You missed your calling.
Yeah,
you're a piece of shit now. Sorry.
You're almost 30.
Can you get
know?
into like commercials? I
Has
feel like
anybody told you that you got the face for radio?
you need to be in commercials. I can see you selling like
You know, that's always been a dream, you know.
I can see you
but...
selling like Ciroc or something.
Ciroc?
Rock.
I can see you in like a liquor commercial.
This is-
like you could
This
be
is Project Mo.
No, but you could be like, you know, the most interesting man in the world. I feel like
Hey.
they need you to do that for some other brand.
Speaking of
I don't
which,
always drink
Thank you.
liqueur, but when I do, it's Ciroc.
I was reading
I don't
the
know, I
news.
associate-
Peach
Mo-
Ciroc with champagne.
I was reading the news, and apparently the most interesting man in the world is retiring, or they're getting rid of him, or whatever.
No.
And they are going to replace him with a millennial, or with somebody who's supposed to be a voice for millennials. So
But I like the old guy.
now it's going to be like the most interesting man in the world.
Wait. Are
Drinks
they having
Jägermeister.
Are they having casting calls? Because Mo, you need to go.
Maybe that's my real calling. I've been looking for it. Like
The
I'm
most
like, man,
interesting
you
man
know,
in the
this
world.
corporate job maybe is not my
Can-
calling. Like I need to do something else.
Can we get a read from you? Can we get the line, the famous line?
the famous line?
Isn't it Dos Equis?
It's Dos Equis.
Okay.
And it's you know what it is.
I don't always polish a turd, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis.
All right, Mo, we liked it, but we want to talk more about the great taste and the refreshing crisp of Dos Equis. So can we try that one more time?
Aren't you currently drinking?
I am. I'm drinking a Dos Equis.
That's what makes
Mo,
it.
we're gonna record again. So whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, you know, I don't always black out, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Okay, Mo. So we're trying to get the image across as Dos Equis as it's a party beer, but we want you to drink responsibly.
Now, JC.
Refined.
Remember, we are going after the millennials.
Yes,
and
yes.
They do like to black out.
They do.
They
But
like their parties.
We just want to make sure we're giving the right message. So if we could get one more from you, that'd be great.
Try to reach the female audience.
Yeah.
Talk to them, ladies.
Mo, whenever you're ready.
Take 3.
All right.
Oh, we haven't recorded yet. So, and go.
I don't always.
Can I get the speed? Can I get the speed on that?
Sound speeds.
Okay, go.
I don't always wake up in random places, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. No, that's not it.
No,
That was a little bit
good.
more subtle.
You know, that was good
But
until the
you
end
know-
where you bailed out on us on there.
Yeah,
that was
what happened
good.
to the? What happened?
All
to
right,
the,
I'm gonna give you the real Dos Equis guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna throw the fucking Spanish accent in there and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. As long as it's millennial, we're still trying
No,
to reach to the millennials.
No. Remember, most like the younger crowd is all Hispanic.
Oh, SoCal. Yeah, we're going for the SoCal Hispanic audience. All right. And sound.
Sound speeds.
All right. Action.
I don't always drink Dos Equis. I
All
don't
right,
even
so-
know how it goes. I'm a little yeah.
All right, we're gonna
I've
need to,
been drinking.
I think we
I've
might
been
need to reevaluate. this.
Yeah. You know my contract. You know I need my lines. And shit.
No. We can do it again.
I feel
Mo,
like we
it's-
each need to get a try at this.
Yeah, you should do it.
No, we'll
try it.
once
try
once we're done with your audition, Mo.
Okay.
Now a little less Italian this time, if you don't mind.
Italian.
A little less
Hey,
Italian.
Italians
keep,
can enjoy Dos Equis.
keep with the Cuban. And ready? Sound?
I don't always drink.
No, we're not recording.
Oh,
Sound?
we good?
Hold on. It's taking a while to get up to speed.
You got to warm the pipes.
And sound speeds.
Action.
I don't always drink, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. That was good.
Yeah. Now, Mo, if we could try it one more time, but we're really trying to nail this Middle Eastern market. So,
Oh, the
if
Middle
you-
Eastern market?
If you could take that down for us, and translate and action.
I don't always. Man, this is terrible.
Mo, you still there?
yeah, I'm still here.
No, you're doing fine, buddy. Hey, you're doing
Yo,
fine.
we
You
haven't even talked about money.
No,
like I'm
sound
trying to
speeds.
get.
Yeah, okay, sound speeds. We're gonna get to the money after once
No,
we get
no,
everything recorded.
no. I don't do shit for free. I need to talk contracts and
we
shit.
can pay you
know?
in Dos Equis.
And Dos Equis.
Yeah, so you will be paid in as many Dos Equis as you need,
I see.
and more.
I see you're running out of the one you got right there.
I do. I'm getting kind of nervous about it.
Okay,
Do we need, like,
we'll
a
get
Dos
you
Equis
another.
break?
Yeah, we'll know. Sharon.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to have your shit together. This is supposed to be a Dos Equis
No.
commercial,
We'll get
and
you,
I'm
Mo.
getting low on this warm
We're
ass
gonna.
Dos Equis.
Why was it warm, Sharon?
Sharon,
Sharon.
is she Sharon Osbourne?
No. Sharon's our intern. She's gonna get
She's
you.
always been Sharon Osbourne.
So Mo, we're gonna do that one more
call me
time.
Sharon?
Like I said, we really want to nail this Middle Eastern market. Just keep in mind they don't speak English. I know on the script it was in English, but we assumed that you could translate. So, sound speed.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about Middle East.
And action.
Okay. In my country, beer.
Mo, you're still speaking English.
Okay.
Action.
Listen.
Action.
In my
Sounds
country, beer is illegal. So when I get here to America, I make sure I get alcohol poisoning. And when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
That was good. I think we got. that
We're
sound
running
bite.
that one.
Now, if you could do that,
That's really what happens,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Like they
no.
don't know how to handle themselves. They're like, oh my god, this shit's going out of style.
I think we're gonna treat that one as a good one, and then in Arabic, just one time for us, please.
عندما أشرب بيرة أحب الدوس إكيس. Yeah, that's how you go.
Oh, I thought you were belching. Sorry.
It's so short.
It was, I just got to the point. I was just like, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, it's Dos Equis.
That was good too.
It's a lot more concise though in Arabic. They don't mess around with unused words.
I guess
He's like,
yeah.
he's like,
English
not,
is just terrible.
not in that sentence. They don't.
Yeah. I was actually looking at Arabic lessons on tape, to listen, because I was at work and I'm like, man, I'm listening to all this gangster rap and shit, and I was like, you know what? I should be listening to more productive things. Maybe I should get some Spanish on tape and shit.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, yeah.
So I just had that thought.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything with that
well,
thought. Just throwing it into the universe.
We didn't need to hear your full backstory, but we will get your information.
I got
We'll be
stories. I got stories. I'm here.
Mo, this is why we love your stories. Your stories.
No,
Right.
I thought of a business today, and I don't know what you guys think about it or not, but I want to do it.
Do you want us to?
What do you think?
Well, do you want us to stop recording so we know it's protected?
No, I mean,
No, we'll
if
stop
you guys out there really want to steal this idea, I dare you. I challenge you to go do it.
No, we'll
Challenge
we'll stop
accepted.
recording. One sec.
I'm not gonna record this.
Okay, Mo, go ahead.
Wait, is this recorded? Is this on the record?
No, we're not recording anymore.
This is off the record.
Wait, is it or is it
that
not?
a
Because
censorship button?
if it's on the record, that's fine. That's fine.
Brian, can you stop recording this so we can? All right, we stopped recording, so you're all good to go.
I'm pretty sure you guys are still recording.
No,
man.
no, this is off. We've
They're
stopped
messing
recording.
with you. Don't trust them.
No, we're done recording.
No, come on.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
people to hear.
Get up and
No,
walk out of the
they don't
room.
want to hear your ideas, Mo. So go ahead, tell us.
No, come on. It's recording, isn't it?
No, we
Tell
want.
you, it's not recording.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's not recording.
Oh, thank goodness.
So it's nothing crazy, but I was just sitting there and I was like, who has a lot of money? Rich parents.
Okay, God, I thought you were going to say Jews or something. It's like, Mo, I'm like, Mo, we really have to stop recording if you start talking.
We just
this
made
way.
you talk in Arabic.
No, my target market is going to be, for this, it's going to be babies. It's a weird. It's
there's
weird.
a lot of babies. out
There's
there.
a lot of babies, and these families, they really want to decorate their kid's bedroom whenever
Yes.
a baby comes.
Yes.
Especially if it's their first baby, they're like, dude, we need to spend 20 G's on this shit. This is just tight. But so what I'm thinking about is just making books or designs of really baby safari animals.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you like that?
That was great.
Dude, that's the money right there. So
is that the money speaking?
So
right
it's
there?
books or
so,
is it design?
So it's design. So at first I'm thinking about books, right? But it could be designs. But I'm thinking really playful animals.
That's cute.
And yeah, the bubbly kind. They don't look horrendous and scary. They're
baby.
baby.
They're rounded and pastel colors. and,
Yeah, they're
super cute.
baby animals.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, and then we make them into like books and designs and stuff like that. So like they could put them around the room and stuff, and just market the shit out of that, and then they're gonna buy it.
I really like this idea. When you started, I definitely thought it was going to involve like scamming rich
Baby.
people out of their
I
money.
can say if you were to sell that to Target, you would make bank. If Target had like a better line of matchy things, women would go crazy. Matchy things. I'm telling you. He knows.
I'm telling you, like they're gonna buy that shit, dude, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like, yo, just film.
If there's one industry or a few industries that never fail, it's babies, it's weddings,
Funerals.
and funerals, and cars.
So yeah, we're gonna target one of those. So
I like it. Okay, Brian, you can start recording again if you don't mind.
I gotta find the record button.
All right, sound. All right, and we're back.
Hi, everybody. We're back from a break.
oh yeah, well I'm glad you guys listened to my business idea.
It sounds
gonna
like
be, it's gonna be
make
sick.
Yeah, we're sorry everybody couldn't hear it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just for copyright things,
Yeah,
Secrecy
and
sells.
dude,
trademarking.
it's gonna be crazy.
I'm excited for you, Mel. That's a big venture.
I'm excited for you. You just got married. You're the man.
It's all men have to look forward to in life is
Getting married.
I mean, it's a big deal.
Apparently, I turn into an evil naggy person now that
Well,
I'm a
that
wife.
history
That's
has
just
proven,
science. Yeah. What do you?
Yeah, like we already know that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
No, that's bad.
I know.
Jeez, Jess, you can just calm down, okay?
You know what?
You lay off him.
Anytime I hear you like yelling at JC, I'm gonna like, dang, you just went full wife on JC.
Full wifey.
Wife mode.
That's good.
Activate.
Just got wiped off the screen right there. See that?
Dang.
You better run.
You what?
Yeah. Divorce is still an
Yeah.
option. What do you want me to say?
I mean, you just did
I was
just talk
talking more.
about how
I
it's
looked
not
at you, but I was
official.
talking to them of like, if you hear me yelling, run.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
He can't run. He's stuck with it.
Jess, just calm down.
Okay.
She's getting a little, guys.
Just getting
Guys, can I talk to you over in the corner real quick?
Yeah.
Just you don't mind just like sitting here for a second.
Take off the cans if you don't mind.
The cans.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
That
Oh,
means
the-
headphones.
Cans are headphones.
Oh,
I
cans
learned
are
this
headphones.
too.
Wow, that's
This is
like,
radio terms. You're going to need to know if you're going to go into the Dos Equis business.
I totally thought they were talking about something else when they first said cans. I was like, what?
So yeah, if you don't mind, we're gonna guys. Can I talk to you over here a second?
Yeah.
what's going on?
Guys. This is really hard for me to say. I'm glad that you guys are here, first of all, because witnesses is probably the best thing that I could ask for. I don't feel safe around her.
What
Like,
what does she do?
Like, when she's, when we're on the couch together, and she says, "What do you want to watch?" And I'm like, "I don't know, whatever you want." I usually want to watch something, but I can't. I don't know. I should be saying this. I'm not allowed to pick.
Hey, JC.
Hey, guys.
Did you let her back in the room?
Do you want to watch some TV later?
Yeah. That's not. Yeah.
What do you want to watch?
Fuck.
Lay off him!
Well, Brian, what?
I'm sorry. I got.
Wait, is that like a documentary?
No, yeah, it's Donald Trump's new show. Lay off him. It's a show about firing people. It hasn't caught on yet.
What the?
Lay off him. But I mean, we can watch whatever you want to watch.
Okay. What are you guys talking about over here in the corner?
Did you guys see that
We're man things.
football game yet last night?
She's about to go
not
full wife.
football season.
Full wife.
Oh my god.
Spring training.
She's about to wife
No,
my ass,
it's
guys.
it's spring training for football.
Yeah, yes. It's
I'm not stupid.
She's got wife powers.
no, just a football.
JC,
Football.
I beat you in fantasy football this past year. I'm
Nope.
not stupid.
JC's really
But
good
did
at foosball.
But you weren't invited to the spring football league.
Yeah, it's a totally.
That's because it
different
doesn't
league.
exist. You guys are making stuff up.
All right, maybe we should go back to the table.
Let's just.
guys.
You should just come back over here now.
Okay.
Did you put your cans back on?
Yeah. You can. All right, cans on.
All right.
I really just don't like that word.
Cans?
I mean, isn't that like another word for boobs?
Mm.
So like that's what when you say cans, I'm like
You could say that about chestnuts. Isn't that another name for boobs?
Bingo!
I mean, if you say any word the right way, it just sounds really bad. It sounds really dirty.
But is that an actual? I feel like cans is an actual term for boobs.
Yeah, it
Is
is.
it?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say
Kind of old
cans,
school, but yeah.
put your cans back on. I'm like they never left. They're here.
Oh. Ew.
Thank you. Brian.
That is so loud. Like you haven't thought to turn that down once yet. Not on that. I just mean you just turn down the phone. I'm sure it'd be fine.
No.
No, I liked it.
Okay.
I felt it was good.
Do you have a whole wide array of sounds?
Oh god.
That's nasty. Don't do that one.
You know, there's only one sound I think of when I'm thinking of drinking a refreshing, tempting Dos Equis. Let's party!
Millennials, come on.
Millennials.
Oh my god! What millennials? What they're born in 1990 or what? Or what's
2000s,
that?
right?
2000.
No.
They
No,
can't
they
even
grew up in
They
drink.
the
can't
2000s.
be. They can't be
Like,
targeting.
yeah,
people born-
16.
We're
So we can't be targeting 16, 15, and 14
We're
year olds?
technically millennials,
I
right?
think we might not be. I
Are
hope
we
we're
just
not.
passed?
I thought we were...
Dude, we're old as shit.
We are.
Wait, okay. So there was...
I'm sorry.
What
Let's-
generation?
Nobody's aiming anything at us
Let's- wait,
marketing wise anymore.
Let's go through the spec. We have
Except
the
for like
baby boomers.
Nickelodeon reruns.
Yeah.
We have the baby boomers. Then you have the Gen Y. Then the Gen Xers. Then the millennials.
I think we're Gen X.
I think we got to be Gen X, right?
Yeah.
We were born in the 80s.
We were.
We've
We're-
been pretty big in high Gen X.
Hey.
Aren't millennials like 1990 on?
It's got to be like mid 90s. Like,
Yeah, it's really close.
If only someone had
If you
a
didn't-
phone and could look this stuff
if you
up.
weren't old enough to see Jordan win a championship, then you're a millennial. That's the way I think of that.
If you remember not having a cell phone.
Well, yeah.
Oh god.
Those were the days, right, guys?
Remember Snaplets?
What the hell's that?
Mo, I got bad news.
Oh no.
No, dude. Like,
I think you're a millennial.
no, I definitely am not.
No, but you know what? This works well because that's who we're going with the Dos Equis thing.
Right.
We're doing the millennials. So,
I gotta learn.
Yeah.
I gotta learn my target market.
I really want to know what...
So millennials are those who were 18 to 33, born 1991 to 96. We are millennials.
1991.
1981
Born.
81.
Oh.
Oh,
to
right.
1996.
Wait,
Guys,
so what's the next generation?
they're called the next gen.
No.
Next genders.
Next genders. That's a topic we should save for another
I
podcast.
don't think that's correct.
Right.
I really didn't think that we were millennials.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. It's we were
People
born
talk
this way.
so badly about millennials.
Like
though.
Lady Gaga said,
What did she
we
say?
were born,
that we were born this way.
So yeah, it goes
I hate
baby
that song.
boomers, Gen X, millennials, and then Gen Z. Gen Z is the current gen.
The zombie generation?
Gen Z.
Wait,
Yeah.
Gen Z. What year is that?
So 96 to now, I guess.
Generation
Ugh,
Z.
God, it's so young, man.
Gen Z. What happens when the alphabet runs out?
Right.
Why did they start at X?
No, they didn't start at X. I mean,
Well, someone look. What is Gen X? Or
so
like,
you have the lost generation, the greatest generation,
Yeah, they
the silent
went, like-
generation, the baby boomers, Gen X, millennials,
Yeah.
Generation Z.
who decides on
Well,
these?
millennials used to be Gen Y. That's what they called it, and then they changed it to millennials because why not?
But who decides? Who is this like mythical being that decides what a generation of people gets
It's called
to be
the entire population.
But we didn't decide on that. We were too young.
They're scientists. They're like and culturalists that sit there and say this is what the generation is called after doing extensive studies on cultural differences, on like trends in behavior, and advancements in science and technology. They take all this into consideration and they say, you know what, the best name for this would be, and they give it a name. I'm not a fucking scientist. If it was my plan, we'd be Gen Booby Butt. Gen Cans.
Well, that's
Hey.
why you're not a scientist.
I'm not.
I have a question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Like, let's say you were this age now.
Uh-huh.
What time in history would you feel most comfortable in? Like, not now. Like, what would you think you would fit in like really well, and like where would you personally want to be?
Well, for me, it'd be anywhere because I'm white.
It's a good
True.
point.
Yeah, that's
I'm a white
that,
male, so I'm doing pretty.
You're
good.
doing pretty good all your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever.
Jeez, no, I mean there was at times that white people didn't exist.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
But then you'd be the one white person.
the one.
I'm happy with where I'm at
Right now.
I mean, I think there's pros.
Really?
I think there's pros and cons to anything.
This is your utopia.
This is
It's not my
this is the
utopia,
sick
but just
time.
thinking
This
of
is
the
the
past.
best you can do.
You
I
don't
mean-
want to be like in 1999.
Trump's about to be president. You're okay with
Yeah,
that.
you're
Oh,
chill.
jeez, no.
Yeah. See,
Um,
maybe like pick just like 5 years ago. That's your time.
Yeah.
5 years ago was pretty good.
I don't know. I used to always think that I would be like a child of like the 60s or 70s.
See,
like,
there we go.
grow up back in those days when the
But
just
would you
wanna
be
get high.
your age now then? Because you'd probably get drafted, and that would suck.
I would have been a college person though. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Conscientious
I
objector.
would have committed to college back then.
Hey. That's true. I would have been drugged out of my mind. No, I always felt like the music from there, like I still listen to the music from those times, like more than anything, probably.
They don't like to be called those times. anymore.
I'm aware, and I think, but the more I think about it too, like you said, there's a lot of stuff that we gloss over when we are thinking about it from like the past in like a nice rosy.
Oh yeah, like you look. Oh, it would be so nice to live in like the 1950s, but that was
It was
also
terrible
really
for anybody not white.
Yeah, really terrible if you weren't in the middle class. Like awful.
Right.
I'm
And-
sure it was good in the upper
Couldn't
class.
you couldn't have long hair if you were a guy and you had long hair. it
Well,
was
and
like,
just thinking
You're
like
a
as
beatnik.
Yep.
What's
a
that,
woman,
beatnik?
like
Oh, well,
I'm
they don't like
stuck
to
in
be
the
called that
kitchen.
anymore.
cooking and baking, which I actually don't mind doing, which is weird, but that's
But that would be the only thing you could do, really. I mean, you could do that or maybe be like a secretary somewhere.
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. I mean, I think women had more jobs after the war, or during the war, and then afterwards.
I'm all for this society. When is this?
What?
When is this? I like
This
this.
is the
idea.
2050s.
Oh,
We're going back. Trump's going to revert it all.
Oh, let's not talk.
well,
about
what would you pick? You're the only one.
You're the one who asked the question.
Yeah.
You got.
You asked
something
it,
on
and
your
you're
mind.
also
You know,
no offense, but you're not white, so
Right.
it would be a totally different perspective for you.
I was always thinking like the late 80s, early 90s
Nice.
time. I thought that was pretty sick time.
That was a good time for
Like
cologne,
the,
I think,
the
right?
yuppies. Was
Yeah,
that
I was
like
gonna
the
say,
yuppie
like,
era?
the yuppies and the businessmen era.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you would Wolf of Wall Street it up.
Oh, I totally. Feel
There
like
was
you would
that
do
going. There was just so many things going on. There was
GQ.
the first world Gulf War was going.
The
on.
First World War. Oh, Mo.
Uh,
I hate to tell you this.
yeah.
Is this a positive?
No, like
okay.
that's not a positive. But I'm just saying it was like
A lot of stuff was going on.
yeah.
Yep.
It's an interesting time.
You know what?
It would have been nice to go through that time being a little bit older and like actually understanding what was going on.
right?
When the economy was at its best in who knows how long. Was it 99 when we
Was
came
it-
out of debt?
The 90s, like the mid to the late 90s, yeah, that was when we were like
Rocking it.
growing into adolescence, and that was like the best time for anybody to be American. It was
yeah.
great.
N64 came out.
So
I'd
many
go back to the first day that
technological
came out.
advances. I think that's when like the first cell phones were like more widely produced.
Yeah,
in, like
yeah.
the
It was,
2000s.
they existed, but they weren't what they are today at all.
Well, yeah,
No, but
it
it
was
was still really exciting technology.
feel like it was
I
when
remember
we
when
were
my
in
parents
high
had a
school.
car phone, and I was like, "That's it,
Yeah.
freaking say there's a car like
that was
Really?
that was in the
a
90s.
phone in
yeah.
your car, yeah." And that
Like,
was like,
pretty
holy
tight.
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents had one, and it was just like, what the hell?
What do you use it for?
I remember when we
Moving
got
up.
to use my mom's cell phone during summer. It wasn't summer school, but it was like summer daycare type.
Yeah, and
and
you
she would give it to us in case of an emergency. We're like, we have a cell phone.
And you're
We're
probably
so
going to have
cool.
cancer
Yeah.
because of that. No.
It was
Wow.
like in a rubber case. It was so old school. It was a brick,
Yep. Yeah.
but we had to keep it away because we weren't allowed to have it because we were too young. But it was in case of an emergency.
What year was this? Like 96.
I feel like
No, it's like
it was before we were able to be at home by ourselves in the summer, so it must have been like 3rd or 4th grade for me.
Oh damn.
So
Like 93.
It's like 92, 93. Yeah.
When did everybody get their first cell phones?
Ugh, I hate talking about this.
I definitely had one sophomore year of high school, but it was one of the track phones where I only had certain minutes, and it was for emergencies. I didn't have like a phone, I think, until senior year.
Dude, everyone in my school had those frickin' sidekicks.
I was
And
not
it
allowed.
would flip up, and that's when text messaging first came about.
Your
And
school was also my school. So
Yeah, we did. We were in different
I think I had
areas,
like
so.
100 text messages senior year of high school.
No, but see, that was back when text messages, it was you paid per text.
Yeah, it was
And I remember the
expensive.
first year the first month that a lot of those guys got their first bill, and it's like, my mom's pissed. I had a $300 texting, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
What are you talking about that you have to text stuff?
Yeah.
But the sidekicks look so cool.
Oh, they were
I
awesome.
wanted one so bad, but I wasn't allowed to have one.
I wasn't rich enough to have one.
I remember
Yeah.
the Razor. That was like
That was my phone in college. My freshman year, I
everybody.
paid for it.
Everybody had to have the Razor,
I
and the
felt
Razor
so
was
cool.
like so. Broke
Well, it was
so
funny how it
easily,
was
and-
like, for a while it was like, how small can cell phones get? The smaller, the cooler, and they just kept getting smaller, and you were like, this is so awesome. And then they came up with this little, like, what was it, the Flip? And it was like literally a phone that looked like almost like a thumb drive now, and it would just
Oh,
like
it's so
slide
tiny.
open.
What?
And it was just like, hey.
I don't
And it
remember
was-
that.
Oh, it was tiny.
I have to say my favorite phone was my BlackBerry, which I think that was sophomore or junior year of college. It had the buttons.
So what was your first cell phone though?
My first one was a track phone of some sort. I
Yeah,
played
I had
Snake
like a
on it.
Motorola Razr knockoff. My dad bought off eBay.
yeah, mine was like a precursor to the Razor, but it was Motorola, and it got stolen from my locker.
No.
Yeah, that was terrible.
My
Yeah.
my
That
first
was-
cell phone got stolen as well.
Yeah,
That
it was back when that was like a big deal. Like, oh man, let me steal the cell phone and sell it because they
Yeah.
didn't figure out a way to control that shit.
Get
yet.
their own.
I remember though
That's-
buying my first cell phone, like the Razr that I bought freshman year. I bought that and I was paying my own phone bill, and I felt so adult.
Dude, my
Felt so grown
my
up.
younger sister had a cell phone before I did.
What?
Yeah, I mean, because she talked so much. Like my parents got sick of our home phone ringing so much. She had her own phone in her room, which I never had either. And I was like, "What the? Like this sucks."
Shout
And
out to Sam.
Shout out to Sam. 2011.
2011, what?
I don't know. Is that when she graduated? I'm not even sure. And she graduated in like 09.
I was just
But-
like, there's no way she's that.
No, dude.
When is your brother?
It might have graduated 2011.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, she had a cell phone before I did, and that was really kind of like ticked me off. But I remember the first phone that I got and loved. I had like a couple of flip phones which were cool, and they had like the big keyboard on it, and I thought that was the coolest thing that could ever happen. But honestly, I fell in love when I got my first Android phone, the G1, the Google phone.
You didn't like the G2 better?
No, I mean, I'm sure I liked it better at the time, but it
That
wasn't.
was the orange one, right?
It wasn't as
No,
momentous.
That wasn't. No, the orange one was before I had a smartphone. But I mean, it was that G phone changed my life. It's like your
Revolutionary.
first smartphone. It's just like it opens up so much entertainment because games and stuff that you could just download at any time, which was awesome. But just being able to surf the net for any answer, to be able to search for any. I mean, it had maps on it. It had everything I could ever need it. And I remember after I got that, I told myself I'll never need a computer again. And I went without a computer for a while.
Wow.
I think that's why I liked my BlackBerry so much, is because that was my first smartphone. Just
I forget
And
the
it had-
Blackberries were
and it
technically
had buttons.
smartphones.
Oh, it had buttons. I miss buttons so much.
I don't remember what it was called, but I had a cell phone that would open up one way,
Vertically and
and then
horizontally.
you would flip it, and it would open up horizontally, and it had a full keyboard going on. That was nice.
Mo, this phone was a piece of shit.
No.
And he used
Didn't
this.
you have that phone for you had it like 3 years.
He used
Dang,
this so he
dude.
didn't have to get a smartphone because he was against smartphones for whatever reason. Oh, I don't need this.
Because I didn't need it,
And
and
then you caved and bought it.
I caved and I got it, and I
And this-
loved it. But it's because
And when did you get your first smartphone? This wasn't
Your
that long
iPhone.
ago.
No,
it had to be
you were at the apartment.
3-ish years ago.
So 3-ish years ago was the first time.
2.5 years ago.
2.5
probably?
years ago was the first time he got a smartphone.
Wow.
I had a dumb phone before. that.
And-
we still have our first guest on this podcast, Christopher.
Yeah, he just
sti-
got a smartphone.
No,
too.
he doesn't have one.
He's getting one.
He's-
Yeah, he is getting.
He got an iPod Touch. He's not getting the right.
They're big
No, that
steps.
was to get him to the smartphone.
That was to get him ready for an iPhone.
But I told him the same thing I told you, and I was like, it changed when Brian got his first smartphone. He didn't come out of his room for 3 days.
This is why I didn't want to get one, because I knew that I would be on it constantly. Like,
Oh my god.
that is
I mean,
something.
but it changed. Like it changed. It doesn't just change your accessibility to anything.
yeah, but I was still using my old
Yeah, we
dumb
remember
phones
how
for.
long it took.
I was
for
using
everything.
my dumb phone because I had internet access on that for like $5
He had
or something.
internet access.
I could get the scores to the games and things that I needed. and
He'd
that
have
was
to
it.
like. He'd have to like. He couldn't just like swipe down the screen. He'd have to like go over to his like mouse pad, like keyboard, and hit down,
I had
down,
to use
down,
the
down.
arrows to control a
The
fake mouse cursor
Oh
that
my
was on the
gosh.
screen
Ghetto.
to select the things, but it worked and whatever.
I feel you because
No, you don't.
when we went to Disney, I feel like all anybody was doing was just on their phone.
I mean, that's different though.
Everybody was just on their phone
People
all the time.
not knowing how to be
People and interact.
disconnected and live in the moment, whereas having information accessible to you at all times. I mean, it's groundbreaking.
I'm still mad about the couple cell phones that got stolen from me, man. Honestly,
You're still on that?
Yeah, dude. Like,
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
yeah, I had the first iPhone when it came out, like in 2007.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
I think it'd probably be worth some money by now.
Dude, the first iPhone. I was in Phoenix though.
Oh, of course.
And,
of course.
Yeah,
It's Phoenicians.
I was checking my email, and while I was checking my email, these guys ran up behind me and just stole it right out of my hand.
Whoa!
Are you serious?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
This is why I don't go to Phoenix.
No, and then they
How many of them were there?
2 guys, and then they ran off with it, and like I wasn't gonna run. I was like, dude, it's a cell phone. I don't care. You know, I cared a little bit.
To this day, you're like, you motherfuckers.
But they looked back to see it because they were jetting off, and then they looked back and they saw that I wasn't running, and they were like, "Oh, that's weird. He's not running after us."
Trick. It's a cop phone. Get him.
They probably sold it on eBay.
Probably, yeah.
Bunch of
That's
assholes. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I hate
eBay.
people like that.
But I mean, that just goes to show you how much of a hot commodity those things used to be.
Oh yeah, at the time they were huge.
They're still coming out with new iPhones all the time.
But now
and-
everyone has an iPhone. What's the point of stealing someone's? And you
exactly.
can't break into them anymore.
You can, like, at best, what you're going to get is, like, an iPod that you can barely use. Like, you're not going to be able to use it as a cell phone.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sorry about that.
it sucks.
You know, I toss and turn over it every night, but you know, eventually,
Sounds like a very traumatic experience. What if they like had a gun or something?
dude.
Like, what if you did chase them and they would like beat you up or something?
So wait, that was the first time. What happened the second time?
Second time I was in high school, it was my first cell phone. Like I was working so hard at the restaurant. I was working
the
at.
Ront.
I was like a cook and slash washing dishes, and it just I left it in the class and it got stolen, and I was just devastated. But whatever, just got better stuff now.
If it makes you feel better, I had a phone. It was the orange flip one, and I thought
I remember that phone.
I
that
had
thing
that one, too.
buzzed like crazy when you got a text message.
It buzzed into the toilet, didn't it?
No, so it was probably like the first week that I got it, and I was super stoked. And I remember I was leaving a restaurant, and I must have gotten into a car or something, but it fell out of my pocket, and I didn't know for a while. Like we must have driven to the mall or something, and I was feeling around, and I was like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh shit, I lost it." And I was freaking out, and I was like, "Where could it have gone?" And then I thought about it, and I think I remember having it while leaving the restaurant, but I think I remember thinking it fell out, but I didn't really check. And it happened to be raining that day, and I went out to the parking lot, and Mo, it was gone. And I don't mean like gone as in like I couldn't find it. I found it,
Oh,
which might have been harder on me.
Was
What
it in
happened
a
to
puddle?
it was dead.
It was in a puddle, and it had been run over at least.
I think somebody did that on purpose. Like they're like, "Let me do this guy a
Get the
favor."
fuck out of you! Oh, just
I've
started
had
stomping on it.
so many phones broken or fallen in toilets.
You were also just terrible.
incredibly bad with phones.
I heard
This-
that if you
yeah.
say like, "Hey, my phone fell in the toilet," like to the provider, like, "Hey, can you send me another one?" They will be like, "No, we can't."
No, they
Yeah.
don't accept water damage.
Yeah, water damage is like I've been to the Apple Store, and they were like, "Yeah, just don't mention that water thing." Like,
Yeah.
We'll just say it was a
Just
manufacturer's
say it's not
default.
turning on anymore.
JC, I've been with you for so many of your different phones. I remember so many different phones that you've had.
It's an evolution.
I feel like
I've always had, since
phone's-
having smartphones, I've always had an Android though.
yeah, he's not an iPhone Apple person.
Google's just better.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe this will mostly be distributed on iTunes. So.
Yeah, well, when someone has a hold on the market.
I like my current phone.
I mean, phones are great. We all love them, and
Yeah.
we all respect each other because of them. So, guys, it's been a great episode. Thank you so much for coming on with us, Jessica, my ex-girlfriend, and Mo.
Technically,
He
yeah,
likes
that's
to
true.
call me his ex-girlfriend.
Mo.
He hasn't gotten used to wife yet.
Yes.
Our roommate of almost 2 years, coming up 2 years.
It is.
2 years in
epic.
April. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
3.5 years. for
Hopefully
you.
another 50 years.
Another
You guys
50 years
are
strong.
always
Let's go.
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can just monopolize the upstairs, renovate it.
A lot of stuff's gonna be happening, Mo. A lot of stuff. We're gonna Mo and Brian, Jess. I'll key you in on some of this stuff too.
What?
Really?
We're gonna be doing this room right here. We're gonna make it a full on studio, our podcast room.
Oh yeah!
And we're
That was
going to
perfectly
Randy
timed.
Savage.
Oh yeah, brother.
That was awesome.
We're gonna try to get the backyard and front yard going here.
We want to fix it up a little bit because right now it's just rock.
Yeah, make it a little more entertaining space, and then after that's all said and done, it's kitchen time.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. That kitchen is
That's
terrible.
what she said.
That is what I just said.
So,
I kind of like that kitchen.
it'll be similar. It'll just be
Better.
yeah, way better.
More cabinet space and counter space.
Big old island for my Momo.
Dang, that island, son.
Island
You're all
sun.
about that island life.
But thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having
I'm
us.
sure you guys will be on multiple times in the future. Whenever
we do live here.
Really need to fill
Yeah,
in.
I say when we can't find guests, that's it.
you guys are here.
When we can't find
I
guests,
do
just have
own the
Mo do
house.
it.
Or when I'm working, you can fill in for me.
And we'll talk about more interesting stuff next time. We'll have fun with it.
Hey,
We'll go a
our
little
wedding
crazy.
was super
No,
interesting.
yeah, it was super
Yeah,
interesting.
so interesting.
Yeah,
But
we didn't
just-
even talk about your what is it when you go the honeymoon?
That was great.
Oh, that'll
It was
be
great.
next time.
It was fun. So
Oh yeah, okay.
So
you
next
could find
time
us on any of us on not Jessica on any of this, but you could find myself, Brian, and Mo on. Mo, are you on Twitter? Nope.
Not-
Okay.
No.
Okay, so Mo and I are not on Twitter.
Not yet.
You find me and Brian on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. Go in there and like House of Vlogs. We're going to be posting videos of our Disney trip, of our wedding, of our honeymoon here shortly. So a lot of stuff's going to be going up on that. Plus, Robot Sidekick, we're going to be getting a page going up for that where you can watch a whole bunch of different kinds of videos, listen to our podcast, and pretty soon watch our podcast as well. So get ready for that.
What? Watch our podcast?
just
Yeah,
wait, Mo.
they're gonna film
Just
it.
you
see
wait.
You see that
Dude,
tripod?
Can we
over
get
there?
Randy Savage back up here?
Oh, no.
Can I get a Randy?
Nope.
Brian's we don't have a soundboard that.
We're done with that.
Oh yeah! All right.
That's what you get with
That's
Apple
a great
products
way
right
to
there.
leave.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
That was good.
We should all do an oh yeah on like 3 to
All
end
right.
it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah!
Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Bye. Can we keep that?
Yes.
Oh.
Did you get the dog in?
Yeah,
It's going to be in there. In there. In there. In there.